It's all green lights for developer Nick Chakota to get busy making plans for a new hotel and event center on Missoula's Riverfront Triangle after two city panels approved his request to take over this project.
In fact, Chakota is ambitious as he is with his other ventures, saying construction will start next summer. In two relatively brief meetings, the Missoula Redevelopment Agency and the City Council give their blessing to a plan which could finally fill the hole at the old Fox Theater site. Essentially vacant for the past 35 years, Hotel Fox Partnerships had worked for more than 5 years to place a hotel and conference center. Now a pivot as developer and concert promoter Nick Chakota assumes development rights for the hotel site, confidently assuring the city he can make the project happen using a longer 75-year lease. He says interest in everything from the Kettle House Amphitheater to the Wilma gives his business diverse income streams for any tough times.
There's always that risk. There was with the prior developer as well, as would be with anyone, but I would tell you it's mitigated to some degree with us. And also, if we do go out of business and there's an assignment requirement, then you have the right to approve or disapprove that.
Members of both panels were impressed, even those with a history of criticizing the city's use of tax increment financing for economic development.
Fact of the matter is this amendment that we're doing right now is far more favorable to the city than the previous amendment.
Not all jobs are created equally, but I think that when we look at the impact of construction jobs here, for one thing, when I look at the impact of the management and professional level jobs that this project brings to the community, I think all boats are lifted.
Another key difference, Chakota scraps the conference center for a much larger event center. Using examples from a recent project in Washington, D.C., he explains a larger venue could attract tens of thousands for concerts and banquets instead of hundreds.
This gives us an opportunity to do things we haven't been able to do before. We can do theatrical performances. We can bring in big name comedy. The having 3,000 seats is really a whole new world for us.
Chakota says he's talking to 4 or 5 local investors that are very interested in this project. But he says if that doesn't pan out, he has access to larger equity markets that could still make this project a go.
I've built a lot of real estate and raised a lot of money and could easily go to a national type of equity fund. The local investor is more of a desire to have people invest that live in Missoula and have the money stay in Missoula. And it's going very well. The ones that I've talked to are extraordinarily interested, and we're putting together a packet for them to consider.
In addition to the 195-room hotel and 60,000 square foot event center, the project will also include 2 restaurants, a parking garage, and 3 levels of condominium units.